Hey, this is Noah. So, yesterday, from the time of this recording, SEGA had a Sonic Central, and in it they of course introduced and released the update for Sonic Frontiers, the second one. But on the list of things that they did not give enough attention to a particular detail that they included. They obviously gave the spin dash, which is locked behind something that you have to do in-game. And this is exciting because this means that you can now preserve your momentum going down slopes, and you can speed up going down slopes. But they've added a new slider, Jump Deceleration. So, for the sake of explaining this, I'm going to turn this all the way up and I'm going to show you. Okay? So, normally the way the game works, and how many of the modern Sonic games have been, is that when you're speeding up and you jump, you immediately slow back down. So, you see how I immediately slow down? This is not a satisfying way to play the game, because in all the previous Sonic games, like the classic ones and the Sonic Adventure games, when you would spin dash and you jump, you can preserve your momentum, and is even a well-used trick for speedrunning, especially in Sonic Adventure, because how many times people would just charge up spin dash and then immediately jump and just zoom. Almost like the bullet jump in Warframe. But now, where people were upset about this, complaining about it, who have even modded it out, SEGA seems to have gone through the effort to not only include the ability for you to do this, but you can even adjust it on a scale of 1 to 100 in case if it's not too much. I don't actually turn it all the way off, because for me, when I'm running really fast, I'm really fast, so it's actually kind of good for it to slow down and give me a second. Maybe I'll change that later. One of the other things they added, which I didn't notice at first, was that you can maintain your boost during your jump. Also a welcome feature. It's important to know that there's a difference though, because now the boost will continue going while you're jumping. It seems that it stops after a minute, but still, a very welcome feature. And a lesser mention too, the ability to turn off the dramatic battle skill camera. So whenever it does that little animation, the camera, when you're doing one of his special skills, you can now turn this off. Very cool. I'm very excited for the prospect of what the game will have now that they're adding these things, because they've essentially taken most of the complaints that people are having and they're fixing them. First and foremost, they made an adjustment to the difficulty by adding a harder difficulty for people who are upset about that. They've added for the ability for you to remove the camera when you're doing the skills. Some people didn't like that. They've made it so that the jump deceleration can be adjusted to your liking even more so than I think some of the mods did. Because people didn't like that. Do you see this? That's crazy. I think, truthfully, the only thing I can think of that they really need to adjust at this point is just the pop-it. And there were mods that fixed that. I actually had one on, but I took it off because it kind of broke when I got the update. Given that a mod fixing this could be possible, at least on PC, it is my choice to think that it is a very real possibility that this will be added later. Or, at the very least, the community should definitely keep them aware of this. They're clearly listening, but let's keep that up. We're so close. I saw a tweet that was highlighting these things, and was actually why I got on the game to check this, because I didn't know that they added the maintaining the boost part. They were saying that this game definitely needs to be re-reviewed after Update 3 comes out. And I am inclined to agree. Because with all these things being adjusted, fixing many of the problems that people have with it, specifically the hardcore Sonic fans, once Update 3 comes out with its substantial content update, if they have both A, delivered on the content, well, and maybe fixing the pop-in issues, I think this game will actually be good. Like, it will be exactly as ordered. Not to say that the game isn't good. I was perfectly content with what we got in the first place. So this is just making it even better. There are not many times that I ever say to myself that I'm actually going to go back and play a game for the updates that it received. But, like, this has given me good reason to do so. Anyway, what do you guys think of this update? Have you actually gone through and bothered to check it out? If you haven't, I encourage you to do so. Let me know in the comments below if you're excited for the final update for Sonic Frontiers, or if you actually like the changes that they have made. This is Noah. Sonic Frontiers. See ya.